Hello guys, welcome back. Today we'll discuss on cloud-based services. There are many cloud service providers, but we'll discuss on AWS today. So AWS is Amazon Web Services. So it provides more than 500 services, but today we'll discuss on S3. S3 is nothing but simple storage service provided by AWS. Okay, so it is a very secure, reliable object-based storage system for developers or IT guys. Okay, so today we'll see how to create bucket, store your object, and access it from anywhere in the world. So let's start. Before starting, hope you would have created an account with AWS. So I have already created and logged in to my AWS console. So once you create the account and log in to the AWS console, you'll be landed into the AWS management console page. Here you can see, if you click on the services, you'll see there are many services. It will be more than 500 services provided by the AWS. So today we'll discuss on the S3 alone. So you just click on this S3, or you can search it here like S3. So you'll find it here, right? So okay, so if you click on that, you'll be landed into the S3 home page. Okay, so here you can see there are options about there, but we are going to create a bucket here. So this is nothing but a bucket. So what is bucket actually? So bucket is a place where you are going to store your objects. So your object is nothing but your image files, your text files, your PDF file, whatever the files you can store. Okay, your projects, your whatever project you are working on, those things you can store in the bucket. So let me explain about S3, what it is looks like. So simple storage services. So S3 provides developers and IT team with secure, durable, and highly scalable object-based storage, what I told just before. So it is a safe place to store your files, only files. Okay, so files can be from 0 bytes to 5 terabytes. Files are stored in a bucket. Bucket is not a storage area in the S3 where you have to create, and this bucket is unique globally. Means once you create a unique bucket name, you cannot create the same bucket name in any other availability zone or any other region, right? So what it says, newly created bucket is private by default, and it provides unlimited storage. But see, as, as you know, Amazon provides 1 year of free services, right? So S3 is one of them. It provides around 5 GB of storage space in your free tier period, right? So in that period, you can use up to 5 GB of data freely stored. But beyond that, AWS will keep you charging. So it is not suitable to install any operating system or applications. That means it's not suitable for to install any binaries or libraries or OS in the storage, because it's only specifically designed for object based storage, right? It will store only objects. So S3 is universal namespace, that is bucket names must be unique globally, what I just told you. So if you once created a bucket name, you cannot create the same name in other region. Okay, so next is what are the storage tiers, right? So it has some S3 standard, S3 IA like infrequently accessed, S3 one zone, and glacier. So S3 standard is called as a store redundantly across multiple devices in multiple facilities. So it provides redundantly across multiple devices in the multiple. So the availability of is 99.99%. Okay. This is the standard whenever you're going to create and mostly use this S3 standard. So if you are going to infrequently access, like you don't need your storage to be accessed every time, all the time, that time you can go with S3 infrequently access. Like for the data is accessed less frequently, but requires rapid access whenever required. That means you are storing some logs, your application logs or something, and you need in case of any emergencies or any thing you are going to troubleshoot. That time you can access this S3 IA and get your logs and work on that. Okay. So it's actually S3IA is a lower fee than S3, but you are charged a retrieval fee. Whatever the data you retrieve from, well, whatever the object you retrieve from this, you will be charged for that. And S3 one zone IA want a lower cost option for infrequently accessed data. This is a very self-explanatory. If you see S3 one zone, that means you will see in one zone. It will not be available in the multiple zones. Okay. Then Glacier is very cheap. It is used for archival purposes only. It means if your data or object you want to store it for long period, you have to archive it, right? You can archive your data if your data has growth has increased, your sizes. You can archive it and keep in the Glacier. Okay, and it's also provides a versioning system in the sense whenever a developer writing some codes and saving in and committing his code, it every time it saves new file and new code, it will create a version. So if 1.0 version is there, a developer writes or a user creates another same file and put it on that same bucket, it will just create another version of the same file. In that case, it will be make you easy for the developer as for you to retrieve the previous file or previous data, whatever the data stored in the object. Okay, so what it says, S3 handles the versions of an object. The versioning is greatly managed by the S3. It acts a great backup tool. As I told, the backup tool, like the versioning control system, if you need to get back your previous version, you can still access the previous version and get it. So you can retrieve your previous version whenever needed. So once the version is enabled, it cannot be disabled, it can be suspended only. I'll show you in hands-on how you can work on this versioning and how can you enable, disable or suspend. Okay. So another good feature it provides, that is called S3 static S3 static websites. So what is that S3 static website? So website, right? Dynamic website or static website, a website where there will be no server side encrypt, server side work, right? Means there will be no dynamic changes like a static page, one HTML page or CSS page. You have worked on simple page which people can log into your website, just view the information, so just read only, right? They cannot put or entry anything, or they cannot execute any background stuff, your static website. So it provides a very reliable way to manage your static websites. So S3 can be used to host your static website. It's a serverless website. When you say serverless, means that means you cannot use this S3 as your dynamic website. That means you cannot install the server side scripting like PHP or Java, because it's an object oriented storage system, right? So we cannot install all these libraries or operating system or applications. So it can be only used for static website, and it's very cheap and scales automatically, right? It's static only, cannot host dynamic website, whatever I told you just now. Anyway, to host your own website, first of all you have to purchase and set up your DNS first, and then you have to use this S3 bucket to host your website. Okay, now this is what the theoretical we just finished. Let's start at the lab exercise, how we can create the bucket and how we can store our files, right? So let's start. I have logged in to my Amazon console, AWS console, I am into the S3 homepage, and here you can see already I have a bucket created named as ranjit.devops. Now let me show you how to create the bucket. Here in the right hand side top you can see create bucket, right? Just click on this, you'll see now bucket name, right? So just give your bucket name. What bucket names your requirement you need, either you are working on a project or you want to store your some informations in that bucket, so based on that you can create it. Suppose as I told, right, let me create a ranjit.devops. If I create the same bucket again, what it will show, and just create bucket. What, let's see what says, the bucket with the same name already exists. That means this, I showed you, this bucket is already exist, right? I cannot create it. Now what I can do instead, I can just give another name like ranjit dot s3 dot test, right? Let's see. And the region, you can choose any region which is near to you. Suppose for near me, so I'm in India, suppose in Chennai, right? So this will be near, it will be the Asia Pacific region, right? The Asia Pacific is Mumbai. Though it says it's actually globally unique, it is no matter of choosing it, but still if you keep your S3 in this region, it will be the access, whenever you access, it will be just less and it will be very fast. The data transfer between this your locations nearby will be faster, right? After you set this, sorry, just go to and check block all access. I told you by default when you create a bucket it will be private. So if you unselect this option, that means you are giving public access to view your data inside your bucket, object inside your bucket, right? Don't want to make it public, you can still select it as, make it block all public access, so that it will be private. Only you can access this object, this bucket. Okay, now there will be some advanced setting. So here object lock enable and disable, I'm not going to touch this one. So what it says, enable means permanently allow objects in this bucket to be locked. Okay, so if you enable it, the object will be locked, it cannot be modified, it will be only just a read only. Okay, I'm not selecting all this, just and still it is, I'm making it private. I'll show you how to make it public in that just a later time. Okay, now let me create the bucket. So now if you see, I'm just creating, right? So what it says, it says the successfully created bucket ranjit.s3.test. so this is what my bucket name. Now you can see here, now bucket name is created and the region I have given Asia Pacific, Mumbai, right? Just go here, and here I'll just show you here. If you see, it says the access is not public, that means public cannot see the access, right? Just click on this bucket. Now bucket is created, this is your bucket name globally available. Okay, now here this bucket looks like, and you can create and update your files, upload your files into the bucket. You can create a new folder, subfolders inside this bucket, and you can store your files in the folder itself also. Now let me store one file. Just I click on upload. Okay, okay, click on add files. Okay, so it will just give you a pop-up to add your files, right? Now you see the pop-up came up. So let me add a file, an image file, it's called as pic. I'm going to add it here, and you can see the pic and everything. Just click on next, and here it's asking you to make the object whether public or private. So far it is whatever I said, like whenever you put any object, by default it will be private. I'm not going to change anything now, but the owner will have all the accesses, read and object read and write permissions. Okay, click on next, and here you can select whatever you are going to choose, the type of storage. Here by default is standard. I'm going to choose the standard one, and then next, and now upload your file. Done. See, now upload is done. Okay, we are done. We have uploaded an object into the bucket. So how we'll access this object from the web browser, right? From the browser, how we can access. Now let's see. Just click on this object. If you click, you will see here we find one URL. By clicking this URL, you can access the object. Let me copy this object URL. This is globally accessible, but still till now it is private. I have not make it public. Okay, so definitely you will not have access to this object. Now let me enter it. Enter. See, access denied. That means this is only private. We don't have any public access to this object. So what we can do, let's make it public. Okay, go to that console. Okay, first of all we have to make the bucket as public. Okay, now go to this bucket. Here you can see the permissions, right? Permissions. Now you can see here block all public access. When we created the bucket, that time we had seen this option to select, but we did not select that time. We made it private, right? Now we can edit this access. Just click on edit. Here we can remove, unselect it. Now save it. It will ask you to confirm, so you can just type confirm. Okay, confirm. Yeah, it's now it says public access settings updated successfully. Now we made the bucket as public. Okay, so but still our object is private. It will not be accessible. Let's try the object. See, still not accessible. Only we made the bucket to public, but our object is still private. So what we can do, just click on this object, right? Select the object. Here you can see options. Go here and you can click on the make public. Okay, and here you can see make public. Okay, one more thing you can do, once you select, here you can see the permissions, right? Just click on the permissions, access control list, and here you can see public access. You have to select everyone, so everyone can. Now you just give list object access to the object, so list object. Okay, you can give read bucket access. Now save it. Now see, read bucket access, only read access is given to the bucket by the public. Only the public can read the object. Now go and refresh it. See, the image is now publicly available. So it's my image, it's me and my son. It's so both are standing. Actually there was a function in my son's school, so the picture is taken that time. Okay, so you can also do, you can put your object there. Any object you want to put, you can put it here. So this is one image file. I just showed you how to keep it and store that image in the bucket. Let me show you how to put an object of a text file, right? That will put one text file now. So let's go to the same bucket again. Go S3. Okay, go to your bucket. Now again you have to click upload, add files. Okay, so I have created a file called as code.txt, and here I have written a version like AWS S3-v1. So I'm going to show you the versioning, right? How you to control the version. Okay, so now next, here itself we can make it as public. Okay, that time I show you in a different way. Now I'm showing you this way. grant public read access to this object. Okay, click on next, select this standard, next, then upload. Okay, you can see here permissions says as public. Now this is public. Now we can access this object. Just get this put it here and enter. See, we can access that object. We can access this text file. Now what we can do, let's change the version. First active the versioning control, and then we'll add the change that file and add it again. Okay, now, what you can do, if you see here, right, go to the bucket, and here you just select the file whatever is just going to do here, right, and go to the management. Okay, now let's go to the properties. Okay, so in properties, what you'll do, you can see here the versioning option is there, one version. So just click on this. It is currently disabled, right? Disabled. Now it's disabled. Now we might have to make it enable, right? Enable. There are two options are given. By default it will be disabled. Once you enable it, you cannot disable back. So what you have to do, you have to suspend the versioning, right? I am just going to enable it. Now enabled it, save. The versioning is now saved, right? We go to the overview. Okay, we have one file here. Okay, now let me add the same file by changing the text inside it and upload it. Okay, let me open the file. Here I have just opened the file. Okay, if you see, this file is having version 1. Now let me add another version called AWS S3 v2, right? Save this file. I saved it. Yeah. Now go to the S3 bucket, click on upload, add files. We are going to upload the same file again. Okay, now what you can do, we just go to txt and next. Okay, so we have to just run public anyway. Next, and upload. See, the file is uploaded on the top of the existing file, right? So now if you click, you don't see anything here, right? We can see only one file is there. But if you click this file, okay, just open this link, same thing here, same link, right? Just reload it, you'll see 2 lines there. Version 2 is added. But how we can get the previous version? That is what we need, right? So just go back here, go to bucket, and here if you select it here, no need to select, just action. Here you can see, right, versions, hide and show. Just click on show. Here it is. See, the pic.png has only one version, but the other file is having 2 versions. We had uploaded the first file at 1:56 p.m. The second file was 1:59 p.m. So if you want to see this file, just click on that and get this link, right? Open it. See, you'll see the version 1. But if you see the file, whatever existing that, it will be version 2, right? So in this way, you can control the versioning in the S3 bucket, right? So now you understood how you can use S3 bucket. So there are many other things also you can do. Select and create and manage the versioning, and here the properties, you can just see what are the properties are there. You can host a static website, server access logging, all these options you can do. Here are also replica sets you can create. There are many other steps you can do, but in this class I just told you how to create the bucket and store your object and give the and access the, active the versioning, enable the versioning. Okay, hope you like this tutorial and you will enjoy and you understand clearly how to create S3 bucket and what is S3 bucket first of all, and how to create it, how to manage and how to store your objects. Okay, thank you guys, see you in the next video. Please do subscribe so that whatever new videos or new technical steps I'll add in my channel, you'll be notified. Thank you.